the KBB, and this is our special Mother's Day edition. And we have 3 generations with you. This is my baby girl, Lillian. She's 7 years old, and I have my mama, my super mama.
God, I was crunk. What I have for breakfast?
Thank you. My mom has been for 100 years.
Oh, watch yourself now.
We're going to ask Lael her first question. So, Lael. About mommy.
She's like, I'm sleepy, mommy.
God, shy girl.
Lord. Okay, how about, what do you love most about Mimi? You hear that, America? That's called GMA problems. She gets whatever she wants. You see that?
She doesn't have so much, but that's true. That's true.
All right, Mommy, my first question for you is, as you look back over your years as a mom, what are your top 2 or 3 memories as a mom?
One of my top memories was how independent you and Marcus became. And I think a lot of that was because we had cancer.
How's your dad?
Mom, and then my dad, and then my grandmother. And so what happened is that you guys knew how to come in, do what you had to do, have your stuff all lined up for the next day. So you became very independent because of the struggle with sickness. And I really thank God for that. Definitely.
Do you think that influenced me to do what I do today?
I think to some extent you were very close to your grandmother and you saw her with some medical issues. And I think you learned from your grandmother how to endure, how to stay focused in the midst of whatever your circumstances are. So I'm sure that had some impact on your life.
Yeah. Hey, question for you. What is your favorite thing to do with mommy? You don't know?
You like cooking with mom, shopping with mom, nail done with mom.
Yeah, nails.
Wonderful answer.
She's like, I'm out of here.
I know. And I'm out.
Got distracted by one of the fur babies. When you think about aging, you and Daddy, what would you want from your adult children? Like, how can we help you?
I was like, oh Lord, I should bring him over here.
Remember, I told you years ago, I want to stay as independent as possible. If I can no longer live in my home, find me a nice place where I can hear the birds and see the trees, and they change my depend every now and then.
Now she got to talk about the dependence.
Because that's my auntie.
Not so much that
She's
it's
like,
Golly.
stay with your children or be responsible for your parents. I just see it more as the Bible says once a man, twice a child. And as I go through my childhood phase, I want you to be able to focus on your family. You know, don't forget me, but just make sure you put me in a situation where I'm taken care of and can get a church service in and that kind of thing. But I just think, and I never saw it as burdensome as helping with our family, but it was such a heavy load or such a responsibility that I just wouldn't want that for my children.
There it is again.
yeah.
And then to your room that's upstairs anyway. Right. Mimi's gonna move in with us. Right. So the next question I have is, what's been your proudest moment as a mom for both me and my brother? Like a moment for each of us where you like, that's my baby, that's my son, that's my daughter.
I've been proud of the small accomplishments and the big ones, but I think when you guys finish your journey, you walking across that medical stage, because Lord knows that was a journey. Okay, the God that kept
Lance,
Lance, everybody.
Wow.
And the same with Marcus when they swore him in as an attorney in Illinois and Indiana. It was almost like all is well with my soul. You all can eat whether I exist for a long time or not. So I just felt that I gave you the foundation. And with that foundation, you can constantly grow into whatever God has for you.
What's one thing that mommy can do better?
Oh, I'm nervous.
Work on. Oh no, you have to tell the people. You have to tell the people.
No.
Working out more. Mommy can work out more. Really?
Oh.
My daughter, because you work out way more than I do.
I was just about to say, you work out all the time.
What's that?
Did you?
No?
You gotta say that one out loud. You gotta say it out loud so they can hear, honey. You can't be shy. We'll have to tape again. Look at Mimi and tell her.
Having better fashion sense.
Having better fashion sense.
Oh.
Oh, Miss Fashion is telling you need to have better fashion. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
All right now. I mean, I think you have very good fashion sense. What that say about us?
I thought I wasn't doing bad myself, you know.
You're
but
not doing bad, girl.
All right, so my next question.
not to get her on up out of there. Beat it.
Praising me.
The hardest part may have been when you were in situations where no matter how much I prayed, no matter how much I was there to help you, I just couldn't bring you through. God had to bring you through. And so I had to stand on his word. But it's hard for a parent to not be able to save their children or take them to where they need them to be or want them to be. It has to be through God's grace and mercy.
Man, what was one of those times, do you think?
Ooh, medical school, child. Getting in, getting through, getting out, setting up. You know, you hear that saying, if I could lay down my life, if I could have done it for you, I would have. But it was just all I could do, pray you through it, support you in any way that I could. And it's hard to find a balance between dipping too much and then taking a step back where you don't think I don't care or I'm indifferent, but dipping too much to the takeover point, because I can take over some things.
We know you
So striking that balance. Striking that balance is always a challenge with the children.
What activities do you like to do with mommy? Checkers, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Checkers, mommy or daddy? Both? Oh, that's a fair answer. That's good.
But Mimi is the Uno queen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're the queen. Y'all keep score, right?
Yes. To be continued as soon as I can get back to Charlotte.
What's an activity that you don't like doing with mommy? Running all around the neighborhood?
Yeah, because you don't bring water or anything.
As long as you finish, sweetie.
That's right, as long as you finish. Okay, what do you want to do when you grow up? What do you want to be? An artist, yeah.
I didn't know that.
A doctor? A doctor and an artist. Okay, why do you want to be a doctor? You want to work at the same hospital as mommy? Aww. So, mommy, what is, you know how people have bloopers in life? Yeah.
What the hell is a blooper?
You're like, nah, fool.
Right.
I don't know if I'd call it embarrassment, But I remember the time when you were late coming in. Was it from prom or from something? And you didn't meet the curfew. I was at the door with that broom. I beat you all the way up the steps. That might be
not a broom. She beat her up the stairs. Keisha, you know better.
Broom. I thought I made it. And I snuck in and everything.
Mom, do you have any questions for me?
No, I just want you to be encouraged as you try to help the heroes with the mask that they need, as you try to help people that are going through and feeling anxious and concerned about their lives. So I pray for your strength in the Lord so that you can do what he has anointed you to do. Pray for your little family, that God holds you strong and keeps you through all of the turbulence that life will bring. Virus or no virus, life brings challenges. And it's not so much that you have to go through it.
That's the truth.
And come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And my prayer is that God keep you safe and keep you strong. Yep.
Mommy, I love you.
I love you too. Thanks for spending time.
Early
All right.
Mother's Day.
Thank you.
That's so cute.
Ready?
You gotta relax.
What is the best thing you like about your mama?
That is so cute.
Mommy sound like me get in trouble. What's the one thing that you learned from mommy?
That it's okay about the coronavirus. You just stay safe.
Very good.
That is super cute.
Yeah.
That is so adorable. I love the fact that she's always been like this with music though, Keish. Like when she hears music, you know, she just comes into herself.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That was cute.
All right.
All right, let's bring it on home.
All right, yeah.
Jesus.
Dr. M, you up?
What up, LBK? Hey, what you doing? Everyone, to all of our listeners, this is my wonderful, beautiful, fabulous mom, Linda Bibbs Keller. As my friends love to affectionately call her, Mama Keller.
My fabulously fit mom does yoga. She's fly, fit,
beautiful, smart. Love her.
And look, and instead of gaining weight through quarantine, I've lost weight.
All right now.
Go on, Miss Linda.
Yeah. Anyway, okay.
We're just going to get started here, Mom. So one of the questions that we wanted to ask is, as you look back on raising myself and my younger brother, who's 2 years younger than me, what were some of your best memories as a mom?
I start cracking up when I saw that question. As I thought about it, I was thinking, raising kids and working through marriage are the two hardest things I've ever done in my entire life. And so when you start talking about fond memories, I was about to say, I remember one of my friends said, "Why do people have kids?" And I'm sure if we think about this, we can find a real. But now I was focusing on you for the most part. But
Dang, Jeb.
definitely we can talk.
I think she meant for the question.
Oh.
And, the growth that you guys did, but I'm talking about, high school graduations was always a big thing. Then I saw you at your medical school graduation and your name, how many times it was called as you walked across the stage with this honor and that honor. But at the end of it, I started thinking about who you guys have become as adults. And I think that is some of the stuff that I'm most proud in. And I could give you some, examples for you. For instance, going through medical school, and then as that was a challenge when you started. Remember how you used to call me almost every day with like, oh my God, and the day you got your grades for that first semester. You remember You remember that? So yeah, but what it said to me is that you know how to take difficult situations, figure out how to work through them, and move through it. And so I was very, very, very proud of you having the courage to look at that, because that was hard. That was hard in the beginning. But at the same time, you also took time out and mentored people who came in behind you because of I'm hoping, from what you learned through that experience. When I started thinking about, difficulties in rearing kids and what do you get out of it, there's always that light at the end of the tunnel that is very, very satisfying.
So you said something earlier that I want to share with the listeners. You shared that trying to maintain a marriage and raise children was two of the hardest things that you've ever done. And you have had you were a very high-powered executive. My mom was human resource director for WGN Television in Chicago at one point, and then she was also human resource director for WGN Radio. And so, you're managing a team of hundreds of people. And, I think there were probably challenges with doing that, being a career woman and also raising children. So I just think it's interesting that you're like, those are the two hardest things, because you've done a lot of hard things in your life. And those were the two hardest things that you've done I did not figure that out as an adult until like 2 years ago. Mom, do you remember I was in CVS and I called you and I was like, I get it. Like, I get what you were saying. Like, trying to maintain a marriage and raise these children is the hardest thing I've ever done. I had like this aha moment in the middle of CVS and I called you. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Raised my hand to God and said, thank you, because when you're going through it, you do the best that you can do.
Amen.
And that's all you can do. And so looking back, like we looking back now, you can always say, I could have done A, B, C, and D a little bit different. But at the time, I am very comfortable with the fact that I did the best that I could do when I was going through it.
I would concur. So, okay, another one of the questions that we have is, as you mature, what ways do you envision me helping you as you grow more mature?
I think
You said more mature instead of older.
Yeah, she was very
Girl,
careful.
can call her old. You cannot call her old.
You listen, you check in. I think what I'd like to do is get to know all 4 grandkids a little bit better than I do. Now we have, the portal, and we got Zoom and FaceTime and all that good stuff. We could do more of that, and I would like definitely to be more involved in just day to day.
Well, Mom, that means that you have to stop working. So my mom also owns a consulting firm, so she is still working, still helping small businesses with HR issues. So when are you gonna retire?
Well, we have to look at that. Like I said, money doesn't grow on trees, and we are in another recession, they say. So, but at the same time, it's at this point, it's about the opportunities. HR usually is the first place that people cut back, but now we got all of these new issues that are coming at us. The first of the year, you talked about Illinois. Marijuana became legalized. So think about how that changes how you manage your people in these small businesses. And then we don't even get to March, and here's Corona. So, and all of the new stuff that's coming down with that. So, it might be soon.
Well,
I say all that to say I might retire tomorrow.
Thank you so much for taking time out. We love you. And happiest of Mother's Day. Love you, and we will talk soon.
Same here. Love all of you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was so cute.
Hilarious. Hi,
Oh,
Larry.
she is something else.
I
She
will
is
say
something else.
that, I have said this many times over my 10-year marriage, especially when we started having kids. Because Lachelle was older. We got married. Lachelle was 9, so she was pretty self-sufficient. But really, when we started having like babies and trying to raise these little humans and maintain a marriage, whoo, child, that is hard.
Right.
That's probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Man, listen. So I remember when I had Nia, my first child, and I was home, so I was postpartum. And looking back, I probably had some significant baby blues, borderline postpartum depression, because I was having a really difficult time adjusting. And I was breastfeeding and, doing all of the things that new moms do for those first couple of months. And I remember Mike came home and he said, well, I feel like the roommate. And my initial reaction was like, I wanted to punch him. I was so upset because I've got this thing literally sucking life out of me, like literally. This baby, and I'm overwhelmed, and I'm here all by myself, for the most part. And I had to take a step back because, it went from being all about Mike and I to now being all about Nia. And I had to reflect on that, and I had to basically say, yeah, Mike had become the roommate. So that was when that first couple of months, that's when we decided, okay, we would at least take one evening out of the week to have some dedicated time with just he and I. And thankfully, we've been able to maintain that, 8 years later. So,
awesome.
But it is definitely, you all know, being physicians, all of the things, challenges that we have in terms of patient care. And, I feel like still maintaining a marriage, raising children, still two of the hardest things I've done.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Dr. Amber, we got the kids up next. Let's see what they got to say.
Oh, yeah.
I am now joined by Lillian and Nia, and I'm gonna start by asking what do you guys love the most about mommy?
What I love the most about mom. Now we watch movies with her.
Yeah, you like watching movies with mama? What else?
I like her cooking.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Your mama's proud of that, girl.
Good.
Yeah.
Which I've been doing, I guess, a little bit.
I don't cook like that.
Quarantine, huh? Okay, so what's one thing that a funny thing that mommy always says?
I don't know.
what about when I say when one of you guys tells on the other and I go, hey, worry about yourself. That's what's one thing that you guys think I'm really good at?
Cooking.
Like I said.
Let's see. Driving.
Your dad may or may not agree with that.
Now, I do
I have
remember,
another one.
remember the time you came home after we got the, remember the burgundy BMW? You came home with that ticket?
Well, we don't need to talk about that. Okay. So you guys know that mommy is a doctor. What do you guys want to be doctors when you grow up, or you want to be something else?
I want to be a doctor, teacher, anesthesiologist.
Oh.
I want to be the same thing. Dentist.
And a dentist?
I want to be an anesthesiologist, dentist, teacher.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be in school for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Did mommy tell you how long you had to go to school to be a doctor?
100 days.
Ooh, 100 days?
Oh.
Okay.
It felt like 100 years. Hey, what's mommy not so good at?
Not so good at let's see. Reading, I think.
Reading.
You and mommy.
That's funny, Lil.
Oh, I know something. Reaching high things.
Yeah, mommy is
Yeah.
short, so I'm always calling your dad, who
You
thankfully
could
is
just
much
climb
taller.
on the counter like I do.
Okay, yeah, that's
She's giving you some tips.
all right. Well, thank you guys for joining. Say bye to our viewers.
Wait, is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
See,
They're like,
tell Grandma. Can you guys tell Grandma Linda Happy Mother's Day?
Happy Mother's Day.
It's amazing how different their personalities are.
Lillian be like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. What you gonna do, Ma? Nothing.
Came out the womb like that, came out the womb. So, I had 2 C-sections, and with Mia, I would send her to the nursery and I would take a nap and I would wake up and hours would go by. I'm like, where is my baby? And finally they would bring her back and oh, everybody loved her. She was such a sweet baby. We just loved holding her. Okay, fast forward 3 years, had Lillian, who came out screaming, bright red, angry. I would try to send her to the nursery. They came back 30 minutes later. They're like, your baby is screaming, keeping the whole nursery up. Take your baby. And I was like, and that little thing screamed her head off. For the first 2 years of her life, she was large and in charge. Myself, my mom, my mother-in-law walked these hallways for countless hours because that child did not want to be put down.
Lils.
Lord.
Well, that was fun, ladies. Yeah. I love y'all, but I gotta pee.
You said that 5 times.
So,
and I'm missing me and Dr. Amber are missing the last dance. So
the viewers on
love
YouTube,
y'all.
we usually say until the next Cape MD episode, but we just gonna say we gotta go because we got last dance waiting, the toilet waiting, and for me, Michelle Obama documentary Becoming waiting in a bathtub. So we just gonna holler at y'all later. Okay.
Peace.